All right, hitting go live now.
All right, then.
And there we go. We are live. Hey, everybody, welcome back. And we got the amazing Sean Ferrick joining us today. Yay.
Oh my God.
Live long and prosper.
Dear me.
It's good to have you back, Sean. It's been a while since we've had you on.
It has. We were just figuring out just before we went live just how long it's been, and I think we're actually pushing 12 months since I've been here, and I think we can both agree this is Sam's fault.
Yeah, it's far too long for sure. You need to come back and join us more often.
I think it was Discovery, season 4.
I think it was. In fact, we were definitely discussing that. Yeah.
Damn.
And I believe it was pre-Santa 2021.
Yes, because then you came and filmed. But after that, so that was the
Film, Sam? What could you be talking about?
Well, the
I'm glad we're here today talking about I'm glad we're here today talking about a better project than Star Trek Discovery.
Oh.
The spice comes in early this time.
I mean, I'll take it. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, if Sean's in it, it's going to have to be. There we go. I threw it over to Sean's corner, not mine. There we go.
Yeah. So,
Hi, Stuart.
Yeah, we're going to be talking with Sean Ferrick about his appearances in some Trek shorts that are coming up, and I think everybody's excited for that. So, should be a good live. Hopefully, you guys will take part.
And these are super exclusives, because we've like 2 of Emma's films have come out. Nick has already said 19 years of films coming out. This is Sean's first time actually talking about it publicly. I don't know if you've ever sort of talked about it on your show or on Twitter or anything, ever mentioned the experience, but this might be your first then big time talk about it.
No, Sam pinned me against a wall and made me sign a lot of NDAs, so I haven't been able to say anything. So even tonight, I pretty much can just kind of smile and nod.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
Now, I will say,
I can't even confirm or deny that.
I will say that's, I mean, you now know what it's like to be a cast member of a Trek show when you ask them questions, because we know exactly what we can't talk about. How does that feel? The other side
I can't discuss it.
Was that kind of cool, though? Have Trek secrets you know you can't talk about in the same way they had?
It is fun being able to sit on things that I know people are going to enjoy. That's the fun bit. I now have a better appreciation for that, because I know how much fun we had making this, and I know how flipping tired I was at the end of filming, which means I know we did a good bit of hard work, and I know the stares we got off those people who were taking those dogs for walks, and I really can't expand on that, but I know there's going to be a good show.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I mean, I'm going to show some clips and things.
Go share.
Yes, but goodbye.
Go share, and I will tell everybody here to hit that like button. We have 43 of you here with 25 likes. I think we can get this up to 50 really quickly, so hit that like button if you haven't. Don't forget to super chat. We have a few super chats we'll get to as soon as Samuel gets back. And remember that every super chat today is worth double. So if you put in 10, we also contribute 10 to the Indiegogo. So your super chats are actually worth double today, which is awesome. So you're helping out not only Trekyards, but also the Indiegogo campaign. So if you can, please do. And also don't forget that you can help us on a monthly basis by clicking the join button and joining the channel, or heading on over to Patreon/Trekyards, which is another monthly way to support us. And also our links. We've got links down below in the description of every video to our Teespring and our TeePublic store, and some really cool Trekyards merch. So go check that out. So and it's always great to have a celebrity with us. So
thanks, Stuart. That's nice to hear from you. Thank you. It's a nice comment. Thank you.
Yeah, you're exactly what I was talking about. Yep. So thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule, Sean, to come and join us. Like I said, we need to kind of do this more often, because I love chatting with you. I got to meet you in person someday. That's one of my bucket list goals. So I'm sure it'll happen at a convention or something. We're going to run into each other. So
it will. And you know what? I hope our meeting at a convention actually goes better than mine and Sam's meeting at a convention, which was so close. We were like ships passing in the night. We were, I think we'd passed like 2 or 3 times in the course of one day, and then the next time I actually met Sam in person was when I rocked up to his house.
Wow, creepy.
Yeah, thankfully he then asked me to be in a project. Yeah, it was real weird up until that point.
Oh, okay, yeah. He just randomly showed up. He's like, yeah, I was going to ask you to be in a project. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, so once Samuel's done there, we'll get to reading these. Actually, I can read the super chats because he can hear me. Olivia throws in $2 and says, so are we doing a up and down of Star Trek shorts now? Of short treks. Hey, there you go. We need an up and down of short treks after all yours are out.
I will be happy to do that. Very, very happy.
Awesome. That'd be amazing.
Do you mean do that again?
I don't know what I'm allowed to say, Sam.
You can say everything. We got a good audience. Isle of Film, €2. Welcome, Sean. 2 fave Trek tubes combined. Hashtag Red Alarm.
Red Alarm. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you.
I like the addition of Red Alarm. What I don't like, and I told Aaron Waltke this, that whole live log and proper really bugs me because I have dyslexia. So when people put it in the chat, I usually read it wrong, and then I just feel like an idiot. So. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Chuck A, $2. Thank you so much, Chuck. Hi, Stuart, Samuel, and Sean Ferrick. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you two. It's good evening for them, and it's just approaching evening for me. So, but yeah, good to see you, Chuck.
Yeah, I have to post on more places when it's a fan film thing. So yes, that takes longer than normal Trekyards. Yes.
And Olivia, $2. Hashtag justice for the Ring Enterprise, Ring Ship Enterprise.
Just gonna block her, and yeah, okay.
What? Olivia, don't you be listening to him. The Ring Ship Enterprise is beautiful.
Yes, it is, and we've done a whole video on it. We've recorded it. I did the research. I wrote the script.
It was beautiful.
Recorded. It's just not edited together or released, and it's been years now.
And it's not quite as good a recording as the Transporter episode. But I mean, you can't have everything, you know. Some episodes are just worth releasing, you know.
It's worth releasing.
Yeah. So Sean.
Anyway.
You on the screen right now, there's obviously real you, and there's a Voyager Anna Tunju, TNG. How'd that feel seeing yourself?
It actually is. I'm not like you'll remember my reactions. I love cosplay. You know this. I did all the pictures I possibly can, and then it just hits different. Do you know what I mean? So these ones, these are a little bit more tailored. They have the shoulder pads added in. We have the lovely at time of filming, I did not have access to proper pips, so you were able to help out with that. So I felt very, very fancy. I have since gone on and got proper pips. And it's got the you're gonna have to help me out, holsters.
Yep.
And it just feels cool. So how does it feel? It feels bloody good, if I'm honest. But yeah. Because it's like, I don't know how to describe. Everyone who's ever had the opportunity to wear even cosplay or any costume knows just how sweet it feels the first time you put something on, and this felt like the first time again.
Amazing, yeah. I haven't tried the holsters yet with those uniforms. That'd be quite an experience, actually.
Because no one has that in cosplay. You never think, because you've got to. It's like a rabbit hole. To have the holster points, you need to then have the holsters and the right phasers, and you can't get cheap holsters for cheap phasers, really. So you got to get all the real ones. So once you have that as a situation, you are literally feeling what they felt, what Garrett Wang felt on an away mission with all the stuff. And you look down at exactly what they saw. You learn the pull-out method of the tricords and such. Like that is how it worked. So you actually learn it by doing it, and it's very special.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologise. It's just, I guess, we're only after the watershed in some parts of the world, Sam.
I was not incorrect, Sean. Do not change the meaning.
But
would you agree, like when you have the real things, it's different?
It really is different. So, like, obviously, thankfully, thanks to your incredible credit card debt, we had access to some wonderful, really screen accurate props. And it completely feels different. I have a couple of good props, don't get me wrong, but these were like, oh yeah, these are nice. And yes, you're actually dead right. Withdrawing it from the holster, there is a trick to it. There is a knack to it. You're kind of like, oh yeah, no, it's not quite as fluid nearly as it looks on screen. It's almost like it's a work of fiction.
Hey, at least they stayed in the holsters.
Shame on you.
Because that was a long-running joke of the cosplay community before good holsters came around. That everything was sort of barely fit. But when you have proper, you can generally run around and not worry. And we were not paying attention to that stuff when we're like, great, all right, next scene. Yeah, let's go to the next location. Oh yeah, obviously they're stuck. They're fine. They're holstering them. It's fine.
All the dog walkers were like, what is happening right now?
Sorry, Stuart.
Good tea, nice house throws in $5. Hey,
You.
Captain, I'm a bit disappointed you couldn't book Sean Blast from Canon Watch. Sean Ferrick will have to do.
Sean Blast, unfortunately, he has very important theories to research this evening. They will be available on Thursday as part of Ups and Downs. Sean Blast will be here with the news and the truth from Galaxy Truth Network.
You heard it here, guys. There you go. Yeah. All right. So you teased us with some like exclusives, Samuel. Do we want to just get into one right away?
Oh my God. I
want to talk about acquiring Sean for these films.
I could show a clip. I could show a clip. Yeah, because we are here to raise money for the Indiegogo and to raise awareness. Because yes, as Sean said, lots of credit card debt, all done on the impetus that you guys will help me get it all back. Because that's faith in you guys. So here is a clip. Which clip? Dear me. Okay, let's start with some Voyager. And Sean's not seen this. He was there, but he's not seen this. And just to be clear, this is the unedited, raw from the camera, because it's a bit funnier than... I mean, I haven't made the films yet, so it's raw from the camera. All good stuff and bad stuff are... And these films are somewhat story-based, so finding a thing that isn't spoilerific is somewhat difficult. It sort of escalates in the films, so... They're not meant to be watching a vacuum, so here's a clip. Take what happens as you will, okay? All right.
Okay, let's watch.
Harriman, report.
We're close. Sir, I wanted to ask, how did we get this assignment? I can't remember.
Starfleet saw my record. Starfleet saw my record. They knew I'd go to any lengths to get my hands on this technology. I'm in this all the way.
What if we don't find it?
That's not an option.
Reality may think differently.
Are you sure we're going the right way?
Trust me. We're close.
Just a little bit of cheeky Voyager there.
It's so exciting.
That's how it actually looks through the cine camera. How does that look?
I'm just beaming here. Like,
I want to see some Sean Ferrick bloopers, though. That's what I'm looking forward to.
There are a couple. Yeah, it's so...
I mean, are there, or did I just do them for you? I mean, that's, that it's just the professionalism, Sam. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, there's a few, sir. There's a few.
There's one in one of these clips, actually. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
And like we said a minute ago, you're a big costumer, you've got a lot of things, and you've taken a lot of phone selfies, DSLR pictures, but then seeing this through a low-grade, legitimate cine camera, how does that feel as a difference?
It feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's the word everyone wants to hear when it comes to a review. Weird. Okay, yeah, that's great. It's because, as you say, every time you take a picture of yourself or something, you see, it's all edited or whatever. I've not seen this footage. This is gas. I am the greenest person ever at the moment. That's what I must sound like. It's like, oh, look, you've got my moving picture on your camera there. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, I can't wait to see these put together because I'm a big fan of Sean Ferrick, I gotta say. Not just saying that. And it's going to be awesome. Samuel always does good scripts and good stories. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes with you. So, yeah, I'm super stoked for the Sean Ferrick stuff.
You are so lovely. I'm going to give you the biggest hug when I meet you.
Good. I didn't expect anything less.
That's true.
That is true.
But there is, and it is a sense of there are lots of types of cameras of all sorts, and even a good phone camera, a good iPhone camera, whatever, they don't have the same look of a cine camera. That's kind of the point. There's something almost intangible about what this does to your brain, that we are so trained by looking at motion pictures from, you know, the original art of cinema, and then when it transitioned to digital cameras, they still look weird. If you look at some films around that time, they look almost worse, despite films being out for 30, 40 years, and then kind of recapturing the look at a certain point, and digital now can get quite close. But there's something about the depth of field obviously helps, but the way it's becoming out of focus, the way it's capturing the colors and the highlights, you almost look too real because you're being filtered through the lens of a cinematic view. It's a strange, fun feeling.
Mm-hmm. And the colors are more screen accurate through the camera as well, which is weird.
Well, these haven't been fixed grade. That's actually the wrong red. That's actually a more true to life red.
I know, but they're still a little bit different than the actual art in person.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's always weird to see like the color corrected stuff because it looks just so much better. So
yeah, I will make this more of a wine color because it's too red right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've completely lost all sense of being in the scene at the moment. It's just way too red. Honestly, it was just awful filming it in that.
So how did Samuel snag you for these? I mean, you're a pretty important person and all that. Tell us that story.
Let's do two sides of the story. So what's your version of the story?
First of all, I am by no means important, but you're very sweet for saying. Literally, it was as simple as Sam just reached out, and it was the way I remember it was kind of, do you want to do this? Okay. And sure, there was more words involved, but that's basically how it happened. You explained what you were doing. You sent me examples of some of the work that you've done before. I saw some of the costumes you had. In my head, I'd said yes straight away, but I was like, I'll dangle for a bit. But it was incredibly straightforward. Basically, you had me from the moment you said, I can get your stuff tailored to look screen accurate. It was pretty much as simple as that.
Yeah. What's your side of the story, Sam?
Yeah. What is my side of the story? So Marcus, a bit of Marcus Churchill, Sam Harriman, he and I have been talking on and off throughout the different shoots, and this is during our big old 2022. We've done a lot of shoot days, a lot of different films, and one of these films that Sean's in is actually a horror short, which was a fun shift. There's some horror, and there's a clip in here that sort of hints to that as well. And I was sort of saying, well, it's going to be summer, yay. Let's do something truly outdoors. And because, I mean, you create this image, yes, it's a forest, but I mean, Trek did shoot on forests all the time. I'm not going to take away from that as a concept. And we've done a little bit of that with Emma and Nick just earlier in the year, a few months. And once you get in on location with the full batch of props and costumes, which obviously go full prop, you get immersed in a way that the green will not ever do for you. It's way warmer, but won't immerse you. And so I said to Marcus, we really should do a full outdoors, expansive sort of film / batch of films, either shorts or a longer one. And I thought, who has all the uniforms? That would make this a joy to pick and choose. Who has a certain character that is either true to life or at least is created that's interesting? And, do you think they could learn lines? I have a gut feeling they could, because Marcus is 100% on script. He is a machine, and so you need to bounce off him. Most people can't, but if you can, the thing really escalates. You can do like 6-minute takes, and it's fantastic. And I said to myself, Ireland. I looked up. Well, there's a map. Looked to Ireland. I don't know if that's right. And Sean just went into my head, and I was just like, yeah, this makes sense. We knew each other from Trekyards, and there's obviously a bit of a chemistry anyway from us talking on and off, little bits here and there. I was like, straight for the pitch, straight for the yes, straight for the book a day, straight for the sure, get me the costumes, send the ones you have over because I need them now, because that was like, need that now. Sure, it takes a little while to tailor them, because I was like, I need this, and this. Post them to me next week, please, because they. And you were pretty happy with that, so yeah.
I've never been so happy putting something in the post before.
When you were when you took them out again, the joy, when you put those on for the first time, your little face, because you knew them before, and you were always fine.
Yeah.
And you didn't. And I remember you saying, I didn't know how good it should look until it looked that good. I was like, yes, and it did. It instantly does the difference.
it is that I remember it was the con at which we didn't meet in November 21.
I was very excited to meet you there, by the way. Very excited.
Yeah, I couldn't wait, and then yeah. So there was one of the pieces I brought with me was Kirk's green tunic, which I love, and you know, I'm very, very happy with it. And there was another fella there, and I mean, his was screen accurate. I was kind of like, oh, see, I'm starting to see. Once you see all the Trekkies together in one room, you start to see that there's differences. And listen, I'm delighted with the quality of the pieces that I have, but like, oh, there's a little bit more love has gone into that one. And I remember walking away going like, if I ever get a chance to have a piece tailored, I will do anything. I will go to a forest for however long I'm needed.
Your words exactly. Just that's how the Brain Brave went. Yeah.
But no, it's exactly right. Like, you know, obviously you saw my reaction. I got to feel the kind of basically the tingle of going through. Like, you know, I am, you know, as you see in that clip there, it's like I'm kind of like in Voyager right now, you know, or I'm in seasons 1 to 5 or 4.5 of DS9 right now, you know,
and some of Generations.
Yeah, depending on the scene or the shot, even. Yeah. In fact, you can't see my arms there. Are they rolled up as much as, you know? Yeah.
And it's also a subtle thing, like because you had never worn a proper undershirt before yet. Something as simple as that, you like felt the feeling and the uncomfortability of the undershirt and such.
That's true, actually. Yes, I that actually slipped my mind because I brought one with me. Again, happy with it, but just yours is slightly more screen accurate. And I put it on, I was like, yep, I see it. And it was one of those things I had to see it to go. I was like, right, with you, I get it. It's a good thing all this stuff is so cheap, isn't it, Sam?
And the annoying thing is, when you do entire series from, you know, early TNG to Picard era, and you have like 5 cast, unlike you, Sean, who have to buy them all 4, and then tailor them all, it fucking sucks. Because it's a lot of... and then you might only use one once, because how many times you do TNG prequels, but sometimes you do a fucking flashback. Then you have them.
Oh, like that's it. Like,
Sam.
Yes, sure.
Can you do me a favor and mirror my image because it's the wrong way on the live, and that annoys me so much.
Ooh.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to read some super chats, and then you can bring it back to your discussion. Bloop. Stefan Bolton throws in $5.
Thank you.
Bloopers will be rewarded.
Thank you, Stefan. You know you're awesome.
Tom Zeros 48, $5. Very believable acting, Sean, even if brief here. And the filming really makes your very nice eyes look very good.
Thank you very much. The direction was walk, and I think it took a few takes.
It did take a few takes. He's not wrong.
He had to take the gum out, though, because he couldn't chew and walk at the same time. And Sean O'Sullivan throws in €2. Heard Ferrick is off coddle and on strawberries.
Listen, it's a sacrifice I had to make. Honest to God, I said this with love in my body. I cannot handle coddle. I have had it. I have tried it. Everyone who's had it knows. Everyone who doesn't had it has a happier life.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Right.
Thanks, Sean, for the super chat of unknown reason. Okay. Let's throw to another clip then. This time it's a slightly less well filmed because there's many fucking light. I hate light sometimes. It's several years later. Same shoot period of time.
That's how long we were filming for.
Yeah.
Several years later.
Yes, this is a different film, a different era. Because, as I say, we do stories throughout, not the generations, literally, but I mean, there's an evolution of people. And it was really great to kind of... Because most of my actors, I sort of have a bit of a caveat of, okay, this film, you got a shaved face, we were younger, this film de-aged. Sean, however, he looks so medium. He's both young and old, depending on what film. He's either very good for his age or very bad for his age.
What? I mean, thank you, I think.
Because your character looks no different from TNG to Picard, which means you either look very old in TNG or very young in Picard.
It's the future.
It's fine. Well, you're the only one that does that, pretty much.
Well, before you play that, though, we got another super chat from Drude Hertzler, $10. Does this get me executive producer status? But a $10 super chat that doubles to $20. Samuel?
Creative consultant, maybe?
No, there is a super chat. No, there is a perk on the page called, as you just said, Associate Producer, £600, which is a lot, but there's a reason for that. £31,000 in debt. So yeah, £600. You'll get us up to, if you did put that in, over 9,000, almost £9,000. We are trying to hit 10,000 by the end of this campaign, which is still a third. Hey, it's 10,000, still a strong goal. But Oliver did just put. Oh yeah, he got all the Lodex posters. So he just put in 47, which brings us up to 8,365.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, the link for the Indiegogo is pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to go check out the perks while we're doing this live, we'd appreciate that.
In fact, has Sean seen the Lower Decks people perks? Because I'm freaking proud of them.
I have not.
If you have not, then just go on the live stream and check out me as I'm scrolling through the Indiegogo on top of your face.
Excellent. Brilliant.
This is a new thing that we released just last week, and I mean they're not expensive, so I really hope people will get them because they're just really cool. So these are custom created Lower Decks avatars of the entire main cast. You will get one. You just did not get one in this batch because you're not a main cast yet. You know what I mean.
Oh, I absolutely know what you mean. Yes,
yeah, but
yes,
you will get one by the end. So look forward to that.
Oh, that is cool.
And it's the full cast. All of these 5 being signed by the people. I mean, I really, really like them. I'm really proud of what Brie did for the likenesses. They're so characterful. And boy, I worked with her to get the uniforms notched off. Because these were started being built at the start of Lower Decks, pretty much. So they only had Lower Decks uniform and then the First Contact. I helped her design like how the TNG looked and all the different variations. We kind of worked out our own style. What do you think, Sean? Should people get these?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Because, like, I'm sure everyone watching has probably seen these people in real life, but these are really good likenesses. These are really good. Like, these are excellent. And I mean, please everyone donate, because I'd like one. I'll sign it for you and everything.
Because that's
awesome.
It is the assumption we're going to do a campaign in 2023. So Sean will be part of that campaign. I'll probably have a stack of his signed. Huzzah. And you can even get a Lower Decks Trekyards version with me and Nemesis and Stuart in Wrath of Khan. If 10 of you got that right now, we jump on the Indiegogo. I'm just saying, and we would love to get these and send them and sign them out. So 66 people, if you all got one right now on Indiegogo, like we're so close to 10k, and that would make us, it would jump us up. And I'm sure Stuart would get quite a fun ego boost for having a stack of things to sign with his face. I think for Stuart's ego.
Face.
Yes, you will sign it with your face, Stuart. You must not use your hands.
That'd be a sight to see. I can't promise that, but I'll have fun signing them regardless.
Is that maybe a perk you could add to the site that, you know, Stuart will sign this with his face for just an extra $50? Well,
and for an extra $100, I'll do it with my ass cheeks.
It's recorded now. There's no takesies backsies.
Oh my goodness.
Or
you had a clip apparently. Sorry, I kind of sidelined you there.
No, it's fine. And of course, you can see the Trek Trek Shorts poster, which is kind of a few spoilers actually. In fact, of all the ships involved in the Trek Shorts, all to scale. There'll be a few more added, but it's almost the full batch. So you can see there's a Rhode Island there, there's a Keldon, there's a Sydney, a Galore, a Sovereign, an Intrepid, a Connie, a Nebula, an Ambassador, a Doomsday Machine, a Dominion Cruiser, a Norway, a Cerritos, a Excelsior, a Decora, a Constellation, a Horizon, a Jem'Hadar Bug, a Defiant, a Hideki, a Galaxy, a Deredex, and, of course, a Steamrunner. Class.
Perfect.
So which of them is your ship, Sean?
Still don't know if I'm allowed to say.
The NDAs are strong with this one.
All of them, none of them. Maybe some of them.
Good. Gorgon's Own. It is only like 2 more days. It ends on Wednesday, so literally, please now. But I'll be doing a last 24-hour stream as well, so hopefully we'll get a few on that. I mean, to be fair, I might do like a Sean separate, like, hey, pay Sean some money on his PayPal, and you'll get a poster in the middle if people are interested when his first film comes out. Who knows? But Indiegogo is fun because it's a nice, easy way of doing it. Yeah, clip. Okay.
Do you want me to read the last super chat before the clip? Or do you want to take the clip?
Yes.
Okay, super chat first. Stefan Bolton, $5. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sean may or may not have a lower decks avatar of himself in his flat.
I will explain the context of that. If you follow me on my Instagram, on my Twitter, you will see what that actually means. That will be up in the next day or two. Because, yes, there is something very, very cool I'm looking forward to sharing with everyone.
So you're saying you can donate an image of yourself to put in a poster tomorrow? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I couldn't possibly confirm or deny. God, I'm going to say that a few times tonight, aren't I?
Okay, yes. But can you confirm or deny that you're going to be saying you're going to confirm or deny this live?
I couldn't possibly confirm or deny that.
But I can confirm another £10 have come in from Robert. He got a Lower Decks cast poster. Excellent.
Thank you, Robert.
Excellent stuff.
Amazing.
Yes. But the clip, number 2.
The clip.
It's now in the future. He has been probably promoted. I can't remember. But he is now in a different era. Let's play. And 3, 2, 1, action.
Are we almost there? We're near the ruins of the Takan Empire, Sam.
I'm getting substantial... Don't worry, I'll carry on. Gravimetric readings.
Go on.
Well, the gravimetric readings would still be huge. Larger even than an ancient race could build, probably.
Not the Takan then, but who? Don't waste time, focus on the scans.
Both of your scans, they're identical.
Why does it matter? Like Commander Quinn said, we have to move.
Looks like you were promoted. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I couldn't remember.
I was desperately trying to remember. I was like, what stage is this? That was
probably
the sunniest period of those few days. And like, I totally understand you can't film into the sun. Of course you can't. But it does mean then your poor actors are just like, my eyes, my vision, everything hurts.
Was that what happened then? Were you blinded?
Oh yeah, it was very like, you know, kind of. I may or may not have been looking at my my other performers. Couldn't tell you. No idea.
Sam should have, kind of got some Commander O sunglasses for you to wear or something, because they're accurate, right? They're canon, I suppose.
Thank you.
I'm not that ridiculous, Stuart. Please.
I'll have none of it. Like, you know, they introduced in Star Trek Picard, they gave you permission to have sunglasses in Star Trek.
No, only the Picard era. This is pre-Picard era.
Well, no. I mean, there's
behind-the-scene pictures of Riker wearing sunglasses on set.
No, Jonathan Frakes wearing sunglasses on set.
Outside, on location, I mean. So, yeah.
But how does that feel, though, seeing yourself in the First Contact era costume? Very different costume that we had for that one.
Great costume.
It was just great. Like for the longest time, First Contact was just my favorite uniform. Because it's just cool, isn't it? You know, I think we all kind of, you know, all of us who can remember when Star Trek First Contact hit the cinema. Also, happy birthday, Star Trek First Contact, for the other day. But when it did hit the cinema for the first time, I remember us all looking at it and going like, "Oh, that looks nice. Oh yes. Oh, that's good. That's good." And then it only took me 25 years or something to get my own First Contact jacket.
And it's fun because we have several. I mean, Nick Kirk, who's in the chat, has truly gorgeously screen accurate first contacts, which we use for the female actors because they fit them. I have a rather too expensive tailored costume. It's very expensive, and it's still not perfect because everyone has their variations, and they do change between movie and DS9. It's a whole thing, right? It's like in Insurrection, you can see the two-tone of the really bright contrast, and that was the one that you brought. I was like, "Oh, where'd you get that from?" That's the only one. I was like, "Oh, what? Where was that for? That's cool."
It was funny, and all of us standing beside each other, you could see the difference between them.
This was the one you could, yeah.
Yeah, but it was because it's the one thing that I certainly wouldn't have noticed the difference. Only I see it side by side, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, okay, fair enough."
But this one was close. It just needed. This one was because this one was going to work well, but we didn't tailor it fully. So it didn't quite have all the bells and whistles, but it was good enough anyway. It was kind of a medium of them, whereas the Voyager was like really properly done, and it was expensive to do.
Great.
Well, John, John Sansone throws in $10, so thank you so much. That's worth 20 today, just so you know. He says, "Will there be bridge windows instead of a view screen? God, I hope no window. LOL." This is
Sean,
the silliest place to ask
this.
that question.
Answer that question, Sean. Do the right decision. Make the right call, Sean.
Oh, Windows, 100%. In fact, the ship is just made out of Windows. I might have broken Sam. Oh, Sam, come back. I need you to finish editing the film. Sam has, I believe, leapt from a window. Anyway, so, Stuart...
I leapt for a view screen, you fucker! Leapt for a view screen! Take it back.
Yeah, they were
Take it back!
They were so never...
Take
they were
it
so
back!
never windows.
You'll get us cancelled,
They were so...
Samuel.
Not only were they view screens and never windows, they were so never windows that in on the Enterprise Z, it's actually a goddamn wall. When you turn off the view screen, the holographic projector, it's a wall. It's not even a window. It's a wall.
I always thought that was really funny when I watched it because I like, I get it. I like the effect of it turns on the view screen. How boring must it have been working on that bridge, looking at a wall the whole time? At least on the Enterprise D, you have the view screen is always set to the starfield or something. Like I totally understand the windows. It gives you something to look at, you know.
It's all the same though. It's always the same thing. It's like computer activate screensaver 37. You get a fish tank or something. Like I'd have something like that during trips.
Like the fish that swims by the Enterprise in Star Trek Into Darkness. Yeah.
Yeah. Sergeant Roadkill, £5. I'm here to see fan film chat and definitely not just thirst on Sean.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good.
You're very kind. As long as it's not just that.
We said it's not. So it's fine.
And Mark Lawrence, our Federation president, is here with $5.
Thanks,
so
Mark.
much.
Good to see you.
Hi, everyone. Just listening in while busy at work. Always more Federation law that needs updating. It's true. Keep up the good work, Mark.
Yes.
And General Grievous, $2. Sam.exe has stopped working.
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
There is one film that we do. Anything that I do in this Star Trek format, I'm very careful that any personal prejudices, positive or negative, I don't throw in as an active concept because it should be canon to the universe. That's the only criterion, right? So they say this is canon. I say okay, how will it fit? I can't make fun of it unless the idea is in themselves a silly idea for the in-universe. For example, as we all know, the famous Connie Silver, the model, where the nacelles are the wrong way around. Well, anybody, if that was somehow in a film, that was obviously a joke test ship, blah, blah. And so I'd make a joke about them saying, oh, do you see that, test ship that never got past warp point 2? It was such a bad design. It's just changing nacelles sideways. Yeah, it was really bad. Like, it's a joke, but it's still inside the universe. And so there is one film where we do make gentle quibs of the window from the perspective of a First Contact era character, who would obviously point out this is a ridiculous thing to have, how limiting, etc. So it's a very in-universe. So I'm trying to keep that line because you need to have it because it's important.
And Matt Boardman asks Sean, how would you describe Sam's directorial approach?
Funny enough, this was the one that they really got it strict on the NDA.
Is it directorial or dictatorial? Is he like a dictator, or is he kind of gentle?
I am making this statement of my own free will. No, Sam is an absolute sweetheart. So although we did quite a lot, there was time constraints, and he was very, very good at getting everything done in the time that we had available to us. And that stands for a lot because it's so easy to go over time or to concentrate on this or on that. It was really important that people's time was used productively, and he nailed it. So he was a lot of fun, and that's because for the absolute excitement and fun and joy that it is to get to make this and be in this film and dress in all the funny costumes and play with the props and everything. They are long days. You are tired by the end of the day. And it was very, very important that the person leading the charge, who was Sam, had to be kind of upbeat for everyone and had to be focused for everyone. And, there was a time for jokes and laughter. And I'm sure I have people cursing my name for the amount of times I just be like breaking character in the middle of a scene. But I had the freedom to do that without obviously taking the piss. And that was a lot of fun. That was important. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say he's a solid Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Perfect. Let's see. Mr. Captain asked a question. Hey, Trekyards, when will we see a dolphin captain of a starship? Need a all dolphin and beluga whale crew, maybe some Zindi aquatics thrown in there. The ship just filled with water. That'd be great.
Totally on board with that.
Although define a ship, I wouldn't necessarily say I'd give a dolphin like a Galaxy class, but like a specialist science, like purpose built.
Why? That's very prejudiced.
That's very prejudiced.
I mean, it's a little
dolphin exclusionary.
That's like saying in TOS that women can't be captains. I mean, that's just
no. There's a reason they're in their tank doing their one job. You don't.
Oh.
I mean, because they're specialists at what they do.
They have a place, and there aren't
random dolphin tactical officers on the Cerritos. They're all doing the one thing. What do you mean?
All doing the one thing.
First, folks. Samuel is prejudiced against aquatic life.
Massively.
I'm sorry about that.
Sweet dolphin. Jesus Christ.
I'm actually just seeing a comment there from Matt Bourbon saying, "Oh my God, can you imagine an aquatic ship if the structural integrity field failed?" Well, it did. I think in Enterprise, didn't it? Didn't we see that exact thing happen?
Crack.
Ah.
Yep.
That was really
bad. Nick Cook is here as well, which is great. Good to see you, Nick. And he says, Sean, do you have scars like the rest of us? That whip burns.
Well, I mean...
and was the whipping from filming these Trek shorts, or was that something you do in your free time?
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. Like, I can neither confirm nor deny whether I do have scars or not. But listen, the important part is he thought he was in control, and sure, everyone had a good time.
Oh, I was in control.
Oh. General Grievous, $2.
Thank.
Dolphin captain only if it serves a good purpose.
Oh.
General Grievous, we love you.
What do you even say? I like it.
So here's another shot. This is another thing I want to... We talked about briefly earlier, but this is nice examples. This is as kitted out as you can possibly be as an actor. And this is a testament to the long investment of time and money to get these props. Now, luckily, all traders, phasers and tricorders can be multi-peopleable, so they're not limited to size. But, this is the sort of stuff people are getting in Trek shorts that most fan films aren't getting. And maybe there's like a 3D print of a phaser or a tricorder that's static, but everything here is pretty much hero, and it's like, does it look real? I mean, what's different here in this and the real show?
Like... Sam,
green screen.
How long did I just
back then?
ban over this?
Yes, this one was fun.
And Olivia throws in $5 and says, "Man, that's like saying ring ships don't deserve episodes. # justice for the ring ship."
Because I just kept throwing you props, like it was kind of a candy store. It was like, and here's a rifle, here's another rifle.
We got to that part of the night where it's just like, Sean, we've been through all the props. More pictures. More. Sean, I want to go to bed. More.
Because the truth is, we were there, that's part of the objective, was to get you these really cool pictures. And me, Mr. Cannon Man, and you might not even fully, reckon, but it's like, yes, no, this uniform was the TNG phaser and tricorder, so they come with it. And this rifle, but they did use this rifle too, and then so everything was kept swapping alternate, because technically you can say, for these 2 episodes, that was how it was. And Sean was like, yep. I'm doing it. All the things. I'll be Cisco in this one. I'll be Jamie in this one. I'll be... Yeah.
Well, speaking of screen-used accurate props and things, I want to show Sean this because he hasn't seen it yet. This is a compass. Which is from the Enterprise episode Borderlands. It was actually used... It's one of the ones that Scott Bakula and Jolene Bullock held, because this is the one that Archer gave to Paul.
Ooh.
And it's not actually an antique
Oh my
compass.
God.
This
That
is
is
one
gorgeous.
One of the 2 that they used, yeah. This is because his buddy worked at the prop house and bought this, and then he passed it along to me. So it was actually used on screen, and there you go. I'm going to do a video about it at some point. I just haven't got around to it yet.
That is gorgeous.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you could ever work it into a fan film, Samuel. You probably could. Because, I mean, it was owned by T'Pol. Archer gave it to her.
It passed through the ages and ends up in someone's hands.
I will not rest until T'Pol appears in Strange New World. So let's be the one to make it happen.
Or Lower Decks.
Oh yeah, that would work for me.
Or literally any show with a holodeck.
Yeah, quite frankly, yeah.
it's not a good excuse. Just do a TNG prequel, just appear on a holodeck. It's fine. It's fine. Speaking of holodecks, but not at all. This one I don't know if anyone's seen yet. Because yes, we do push you into the Picard era, looking just as dashing as you did earlier that hour when we shot you in the TNG era. Thoughts about this uniform? It's so minimally used in Picard.
It is
Thoughts?
easily one of my top 3 uniforms of them all. I love this design because it's both simple and new. Like, yes, of course, you can see the inspiration that came from the DS9 Voyager jumpsuits there, but like the way they've got the cuffs on it, the way you've got just the black that breaks up the shoulder color as well, I absolutely love it. I have to say, generally, the uniforms in Picard have been just great. I am a fan. I am very much a fan.
But don't you wish these had been the main uniforms, and the main uniforms been the flashback uniforms?
In season 1, yes, I do. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I like them. I just prefer these ones.
Yeah.
And General Grievous throws in $2. Sam tells you that the last take didn't record.
I am always a bit nervous when that happens. But I mean, I do.
It's happened once or twice with interviews with us.
Oh God!
Like you only have a certain amount of time to record or whatever, and sometimes it's happened once or twice. It's been a thing.
I remember once we're interviewing somebody and the camera overheated, and for the last 2 minutes I'm not recording the interview, but I mean we're in the interview slot, so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just talk to them for 2 minutes and thank you, and we closed down. Like, well, Stuart, I've got up to minute 7.
And John Eves, we recorded like a whole thing on one of his ships.
Oh God!
And the computer crashed and deleted the
Blue
entire
screen.
recording. So we had to do it over again. And John's really great about that. Nobody noticed because we're asking all the same questions. We already know the answers.
Oh God!
It happens in this.
It was a 2-part Enterprise E. We were at the last question of a 30-minute recording. It was fantastic. I crashed. I said, Stuart, ask John to stay on the call. I jumped back in. Can we do it again? No, I think the words were, we probably can't do it again, can we, John? Yeah, just keep going. I'm like, right, back to the start.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's happened once. That was a second time was something similar, but I managed to, it was fine. But that was just like, oh my God. Oof.
I've only once in all of my interviews, whatever, I once had a file just... to this day, I don't know what happened to it. It was just completely corrupted. Yeah. And I was, because my heart broke because I had to go back to the person who I interviewed and was just like, I'm really sorry. Can we re-record? And we're just like, but it was such a good episode. I'm like, I know, that's why it corrupted. We need to record a bad episode because that one will record no problem.
The genius was just too much for the camera the thing to take. But this is obviously... Oh, no, it's right.
I was just going to say, Omitted says we need a Drunkyards with Sean. And
Ooh.
yes, Sean, you need to join us for one of our Drunkyards where the audience pays for our drinks and we take shots and whatever accordingly. You need to join us for one of those. I think it'd be really fun.
I am both totally on board with that and terrified of that.
Yep, that is the correct answer.
Yeah.
But they are real time commitments. Like we a 6.5 hour live. It literally saved our rent, obviously, that month because it was yay. But it's like, yep. And then also you're hammered after it.
It was fun.
It's great.
They're always fun to do. So.
What I love doing is that we do like a £50 or $50 costume change. So, because we basically remove the power from our lives for several hours. So they decide when we drink alcohol, when we poison ourselves, when we change costume, who changes costume, what costume. So they can say, Stuart, get into Nemesis. And he's like, oh. Sam, get into first contact. Hey!
And
for $50, we'll go.
This is all on camera.
No.
Oh no, I was just gonna say for the $50 ones we leave and change, for like the $1,500 ones we change on camera.
Yeah.
I like that. Apparently, I need to raise my prices. Okay, I like your thinking.
Well, we'll invent the tier when you come on. There'll be a whole brand new tier. Yeah.
I'm just seeing a comment there. Would Sean be committed to costume changes? Yes, but do give me a bit of warning. I do need to dig through them. But
I also do.
Of course, yourselves, yeah.
Yeah, I have several suitcases. Yeah. I have my standard, but I only have certain standard, and they want random ones. So yeah. Yes.
Yeah. And Olivia throws in $2. You know what is recorded? # Justice for the Ring ship.
So speaking of this uniform, Stuart. No, Sean.
Wow, he's so dismissive. He's so dismissive of you.
I can't say anything. There's no point. So this one is obviously now we've seen your TNG self, which is go on 30 years before, and if you consider Picard was freshish captain, old man-ish here, that's a long time for this character to evolve. Can you tease us anything about this version of the character, who we will get to see a decent amount? Because, like I say, you do evolve through the eras.
He is very good at moisturizing.
Okay.
He's
not sure what he can say.
I know, but that's why I'm asking, because this is the big tease one.
It is. I remember reading the script and going, okay. And I really think that's all I can say. But
pass the test.
Yeah.
I will say this guy does yell a decent amount. There is emotion. That the stakes are pushed higher with this version of your character, and to have you guys yell many a take was very different. It wasn't too many takes, but it was just to know, like, how do you approach a take differently? And obviously I'm very self-conscious of then, do you really want to yell at someone's face at full volume? Because the lines aren't happy, right? As you can imagine. So do you actually want to hurt the person's face by yelling into them too much? But it's also...
shouldn't have drank my coffee.
Well, yeah.
Just have breath mints on set.
But you know, it's like then I mean, I'm sure you felt this though. Once you could then feel free to just be in the moment, like the power existed, and it was kind of exhausting, I think, even just listening and being there. But it's really an interesting energy that I would not know if we can replicate if we tried.
It was scenes like that where you are just drained, even not that it's in a negative way, but you are drained at the end of it, because you're right, it takes a little while to work up to that, so there's all that energy going into it as well. Then you stay at that for however long we were able to stay at it. Probably feels like it was 3 hours. It was probably went on for 10 minutes or something, but
I think this scene was an hour with about 30 of intensity. Because I knew it couldn't be too long. It was had to be. It was. Yes.
Good night, Nick. Nick is leaving.
Oh, wait, Nick, stay for 2 minutes. Or 3.
Stay, Nick. Stay.
Yes.
Well,
I have a reason, so. Finish your thing,
Stephen Bolton, $5.
Thank you.
The Trekyards with an Irishman. Are you mad? Yeah, I'm Irish.
That poor man. He knows exactly the size of my measures.
Or else I thought you were going to say something else there.
Yeah, exactly the size of how, like, I am told there is such a thing as like a shot measure. Yeah, I go by counting.
I'm also Irish, so I can handle my liquor pretty good too.
You're fine then. You're fine then. That's fine.
I was good at uni. It was a while since uni, so. Nick, you still here?
He's getting old.
Yes, Nick. Tell me you're still here. So I have a positive announcement. Breaking news.
I'll wait to read Olivia's until we confirm that Nick's here.
Yes.
But we can neither confirm nor deny anything on this live, so...
Yes. Now, out of all the different versions of your character, so we've seen TNG, First Contact, and Future, which one would you most like to... If you could say, pop around my house tomorrow, which version would you most like to jump in and do a new scene with, do you think? That's a really hard question as well. I do understand it's a hard question, but
I think TNG. That's I think TNG.
That's cryptic for me. As a brain exercise. Interesting.
Well, Nick's not answering, so I'm going to read Olivia's.
Okay.
$5.
$5.
Sam is dismissing me almost as much as he is dismissing our needs for a Ring Ship Enterprise episode.
That is fair.
Sean, is that a down?
Not only is it a down, it's my Trellium down of the week.
Ooh.
Aww. Trellium, be kind, okay? Trellium, be kind to me.
And Mr. Captain 93 is asked, let's see Sean yell Khan.
I don't know if I want to do that at 10 o'clock at night with my poor neighbor, who is a very forgiving person. I will say that. I promised to record me yelling Khan. It might be out in the field somewhere, but I will do that. I will put it up on socials.
It'll be our next film.
That's it. That is the film, the entire film.
Dear me. Okay, well, let's assume Nick's effed off on his ship. You know, him warping away at 9.975. What a real bloody intrepid class. I think they're so fast. So we have got a insanity donation from Mr. Mars. I don't know who you are, sir, but that's wonderful because new people are excellent. £1,500.
Wow.
Which is one of my top tiers. It's the everything physical perk, as you can imagine. So he's getting a lot of shit.
He heard me say £1,500 for a costume change on screen is what happened. And he got confused.
Maybe.
Right, I'll get my kid off. Right, I'm getting my kid off. That's incredible.
That's awesome.
And the thing is, if one person can do that, that's literally 1,000 people at £15 poster. Do you know what I mean? That's so many small helps. One helps. Now we're at £9,895. I wanted to get 10k. I mean, obviously I want to hit 15k. That's really the half. So now, who wants to be the people? Because now we only need £115 to get 10,000 live on stream. So literally, if 11 of you go get a poster right now, you'll see us hit £10,000 on a live, which is because Stuart was there when we did that last time. We hit a big number, and it was such a euphoria, obviously, because we got to share that together. Go buy a poster right now. 9,800 will get 10,000, and that is a strong number. I can pay back some of my loan sharks for the Trekyards underhanded. Wow.
And Sean O'Sullivan, €2. Samuel sent Sean to Joey's pants guy.
Jesus Christ. Badanos has a great question for you. Of your many co-stars of Trek Shorts, who is your favourite to work with? And this is not a confirm or deny. This is a non-spoiler. You know.
Of all of them. I mean, of course, it's you, Danos. Of course. I couldn't possibly say so. Oh wait, Marcus is on track. Of course it's you, Marcus. Yeah. No.
Nick's here. They're all. They're all.
They're over. Yes, they're all lovely, but yeah, you know, because of that thing we did that time. Can't say.
The real answer is he's waiting to film something with Captain Foley. That's the real answer.
That's what it is, and if you want to see that, you just go to my special subscription page, and yeah.
Nope, I'm not gonna.
And Danos says, no, Sam's been avoiding mentioning me, but I'm a co-star that hasn't been talked about yet.
Is it tricky character to talk about? Yeah, let me bring the Indiegogo again. Yeah. Yes, there he is. The third of the, one of the three in the TNG. Beautiful blue, which is not meant to be in. Oh, he was meant to be in blue, that one, yeah. You all fit them very well. I mean, that was very special. And this was very intentional to have three uniform people, all with full props, all three colours, all three different parts of the script. I mean, I get to look at you all three and actually see three of them through the camera. You also get to see two and look down. How is that to have a crew, like a crew? Yeah,
like that was bloody special. Yeah. Okay, nice, Danos. Yeah, who knows? Maybe all of them. But that felt I just felt special. I mean, I've been a Trekkie since I can remember. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to stand there in uniform with two more people in uniform and a guy who was bollock naked behind the camera, just having the time of his life.
Yeah, that was Billy. He was our mascot. He was like cheering us. He would do these moves, and everything would just move.
It helped us to keep our energy up.
It helped. I mean, I was fine without it, but Sean insisted. And I mean, Danny also approved. Marcus looked away. That's why the eye line is like 2, and then he's not like that. It's very weird.
And this Billy is his nickname, Billy Bowringer, for obvious reasons.
Good
No, it's
lord.
Billy Bone Ringer.
Sean's like, what did I get myself into here?
Oh, he knew.
What have I agreed to?
This is a little early in the live stream, or a live stream, to have it go off the rails. My late night lives go off the rails pretty regularly.
Our Trekyards just.
Yeah.
You got one.
Matt Boardman, Beautiful in Blue, needs to be the name of a Trek short now.
Oh yeah.
It's a good name for an episode.
That is.
And Olivia throws in $20.
Thank you.
Which cannot be ignored, because that is now worth $40, because we will match that for the Indiegogo. I got to go back and drive my bus soon. Sean, I'm a big fan of yours. Please keep up the good work. Want to be the best. Do an episode for the ring ship.
I support you.
By the way, $1,500, and Stuart will put more clothes on. Yes, people pay me to keep clothes on. That's the joy of being me.
Well, before we started this, you were saying that you don't like cold weather, you don't like the cold at all. So I say, let's keep Stuart warm. Everyone keep donating $1,500. Let's keep this poor man nice and warm as we go into December.
For another $20 super chat, I will go get my Strange New Worlds away team jacket to put on, because it's really nice, I gotta say.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. That's a place called themoviefashion.com. I got it from. It's really quality piece.
But like I say, guys, currently, if we only get 11 posters right now, we'll hit 10,000. Or I mean a bigger perk. That's up to you. Seriously, go get a Trekyards signed poster. Really
Your
nice.
Murph is already outdated.
I am an original Murph stan. I appreciate modern Murph, but I like his earlier work.
I concur.
Dear me. Now, Sean, your next set of filming, which we had booked.
Listen. Yes, unfortunately there was it was the only time I was able to go, scheduling conflicts actually is a thing.
Yep.
Otherwise it was just like, nah, I just got sacked. Nah, that was it. Nah. It was just like, nah. Basically, the last night of the shoot, everything was going really well, and then Sam got really drunk and he threw a punch, and then I gave him a cuddle, and it's been very strange. Oh, was that part of the NDA, Sam, was it?
That was, yeah, it was.
I
Okay.
don't think was I even conscious for this? Was I on Trillium?
That was the
B
best
again?
part.
I only ever work with conscious people. Thank you very much. It's very important that I make sure that message is out there. And
I mean, was the actor that you did a thing to, was he conscious?
I believe the actor was conscious.
Okay, good distinction.
Yeah.
Have you there? Sorry, continue, Stuart.
And Danos throws in £10. Sean, I have to say, I know our episode is a bit hush, but it was just fantastic working with you. As an actor, it's hard to gel with people on set and stage, and I found it super easy to connect with you.
Thank you, Dan. Like, I mean, I know you know this, but it was just so easy. We're just straight away, back and forth, having the crack, and it makes such a difference.
Sean, the cast was an easy threesome. It was. The three of you were so good working together and playing together in that three. It was a great. Yeah.
Completely agree. It was
organic threesome.
Yeah.
Of talent. And
Olivia throws in $20.
Oh my god.
Olivia. Here, Sam, what do you think, Sam? Sam, you are one of the best, Sam. Sammy. Guess what, Sam? Oh, Sam, this is great. Isn't it, Sam? I need you, Sam. Where are you, Sam? I'm enjoying Sam. Oh, Sammy. Sam.
Okay, now, to be fair, Sean, can you repeat that?
A lot of semantics in that.
Sean, could you repeat that with Stuart's name instead? Verbatim, though, so shit's double the value. If you can see on the live. Okay.
Here, Stuart. What do you think, Stuart? Stuart, you are one of the best, Stuart. Stuart, guess what, Stuart? Oh, Stuart, this is great, isn't it, Stuart? I need you, Stuart. Where are you, Stuart? Am I annoying, Stuart? Oh, Stewie. Stuart.
Now for $10, I'll do that for Sean.
I'm gonna go get my Strange New Worlds Away Team jacket because that's a $20 super chat.
Okay, Stuart.
Be right back.
Fantastic.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry we haven't got your Lower Decks poster. I would like to have had, but there was like 4 or 5 things that delayed it. I was like, yep, that's not gonna. Plus,
that's great. It'll be along when it's along, and I'm looking forward to seeing it just as much as everybody else is. So that's gonna be incredible.
Yes.
Just seeing Danos there, I love those colors in 3 of us. I think it looks fantastic. Yeah, I think it just looks brilliant. Obviously, I'm slightly biased because I'm in one of the colors, but no, I think it does look really good.
I have a clip. So say it stayed down when Stuart gets back. So I'll play a clip from that scene because that's one of the fun. It's one of the earlier films, obviously. Logically, chronologically, they're early. Oh my God, Stuart's back. But Stuart, now it's a good time for an ad, says our YouTube overlords.
So
we have returned from our obligated ad. Thank you to our Stuart, our YouTube overlords. Right, back to you, Stuart.
Yes, my jacket. See?
Yeah, look. Gorge. Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah. It's really nice.
I would happily mug you for that. Nicely, of course, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, of course. That is gorge.
Yeah, paid to put on more clothes.
A rarity in Stuart's life. Yes, now I can show a clip from the Danos part, the big TNG segment. So let's find that and throw that into the ether. It's a slightly longer clip because it's less spoilery. That's that place. Sorry, Sean. I mean, the other films are so one and done, and you're like everything's so intertwined with the multi-art.
I can't say a thing. Exactly. It's like, some things are happening, or maybe they're not. Who knows?
But probably they are.
Yeah.
In what order? Huh? Let's find out with this clip.
Okay, and
Well, hang on. I've got to make my sleeve long enough.
yep, 3,
Short arm
2.
future people.
1, action.
Harriman, you got anything now?
Yes. Readings coming through now. Nothing useful.
I thought we'd find this quicker. Got dinner plans with a lovely lieutenant from botany.
Simmons.
How'd you know?
You've mentioned him. Often.
Is it that obvious?
I've known you too long. Seamless.
Double-edged sword, that. Okay, sorry, yep. Double-edged sword, that. Good for missions. Annoying when we're off duty. I can't get away with anything.
Yes, sir. Annoying is part of the job.
Grand. Ensign Harper, can you save this mission? Good news only, please.
Actually, yes. I've got something. It's only faint on the Delta band.
Okay, I'll take that. Transmit the findings to Harriman.
Getting data now. Not sure how I missed that. Due south. Not far.
And you keep going. Yep, fine. Cool. Back again.
And there's the whole team. Doing their thing. Bloopers and everything.
That was great.
Yeah.
Is that Danos?
Mm-hmm.
Good to put a face to the name.
You can see my all the production value in one shot style of shooting. Carefully framed.
Very, very much so. And as I think it was as Marcus said, there's a seamless, absolutely seamless. Yeah.
So obviously there'll be editing and more than one angle, so you won't see it like this. But how's that feel, Sean, seeing it together? Because this is one of those views I had right from the start of like, aha, here's a Trek on your screen.
It's just cool, and it's I mean, obviously, Sam, I read the script to myself every single night, so that every word of it is still fresh in my mind.
I'm very glad to hear that. We're reshooting it all.
Excellent. That is grand. Give me a week. But it's cool because as I was watching, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Although I can't believe you put the thing in about Simmons. I mean, like, kind of like, the absolute keystone of the plot. My goodness.
Well, I mean, love is love. You know, NDAs can't hold back the love.
Radio. Sorry, Matt Deckard. Too many beards in that crew. You take that back.
I did consider that. I will say, as stupid as this is, there's a story reason for it. Legitimately. It's really stupid, but there is.
There was one thing Sam said. It was the first day I ever interacted with Sam.
Oh, good.
And he was very, very nice. And he goes, Sean, how you get? Oh, hide that ugly chin, would you? And so from that day to this, beard.
Yeah, I visited Ireland when I was 10. He was in a school, I was in a school. He was in his 20s, he shouldn't have been in a school when I was 10, but whatever. And I saw his beard and I was like, gross.
Well, not that much of an age difference. Oh wait, no, there is, isn't there? Oh god, we only discovered this the other day. Oh yeah. Oh, why did you remind me of that? Child.
This is good. This is great. But yeah, like I said, this was a really, really fun part to shoot. As you can imagine, we went thematically with the earlier films and less drama because younger eras. And as we get up the era totem pole, we get a little bit more dramatic. There's no shouting this one. It's all good. It's all happy.
Friendly.
Yeah, and this is one of those ones where, I mean, obviously Picard era, I had a prop, but not prop central. This was like everything on screen. And certainly seeing these things light up. I mean, it is subtler in your broad daylight, and this is a very, very bright part of one of the days that I was like, for fuck's sake. Because it was very annoying, because the light was going through and you couldn't control it. And boy, one take, the light being appeared on your eye. And so I'm like, well, I can use some of this, because it keeps going bright and not bright. So one take could just like, usable, unusable, usable, unusable. And they look great. So that's quite annoying. But you can see the props are on. And you can feel that they exist and are active. And Playmates would not work that well. And it might be subtle, but you know, you look at them in the background and there is a life there that most fan films just don't do. And it's expensive, I get it. But you see it, you feel it.
There was there was a completely understandable, but there was a funny thing when we were filming, and Danos, I know you'll remember this as well, is that if you opened the tricorder, you needed a bloody good reason for doing it, because those batteries do not last for very long, and it was quite a distance to get back to the charger.
Well, it's because we were heavily using them, and these things aren't designed for a day of use, and there was a day of use, give or take. And for Emma and Nick's first film together, Last Take, which is very annoying because it's the last shot, so on both the whole time, and the last one, nothing can be done.
Reminds me of Return of the King. They did a great shot where they had all the hobbits standing there, and you know everyone's completely dissolved, and Sean Astin wasn't wearing his waistcoat, so he had to go back after lunch to do the whole scene again. It was a bit like, you know, did you enjoy that? Because that was your practice run. It was what?
Yeah, and all the smoke and sparks and fanfare and singers and off to lunch people, the horses and the goats. Take two!
Someone's not halfway on their way home. No. One of them just stopped working, and it was like...
Have you boarded the plane yet? Because there's a car coming for you right now. Yeah. Dear me.
Good times.
But speaking of good times then, so obviously as you can see from our picture, part of the you look at the whole team is that we've done many films in many eras, and with all these new ideas, these small character stories, because you were involved in, well, obviously we have no idea how many times we could get you back. This was not that you wouldn't want to come back, I'm sure you would, but just let's get the main story out of the way, even if it's not released first, which is all good. But we want to do some character stuff with you that's different, that's more light, that's a bit more not as my life. Although it's funny I say that, but it's hardcore DS9 era, which is not. But that's not you that's upset. That's the universe that's upset. So how does it feel when I told you last that yes, I can confirm that Sean Ferrick will be going to DS9. Everybody, woo!
That's cool.
I was just a little bit happy. Just a little bit. I mean, I've only wanted to be on Deep Space Nine since, I don't know, 1993.
Little while.
And in fact, I only rewatched with the wonderful Stefan. I rewatched Emissary there over the weekend, and I really want to go to DS9 again.
That's hella timing then. Jesus.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
General Grievous throws in $2.
For $20, I will send Sean a snippet when he goes on DS9 for the first time, and we'll read it live.
Oh, please do it.
And that's a very low super chat number. 20
Well, there you go.
$20,
sure. Guys.
I gotta find it.
General
first,
Grievous loves $2. I can trim beards with my lightsabers. General Grievous is quite skilled at trimming beards with lightsabers.
Well, I mean, listen, it's always nice to have someone do it for you. Now, I have to break the ultimate rule of live streaming. I have to nip to the loo really quickly.
It's fine. I gotta find some scripts anyway. That's all good.
If I was to come back and 20 quid was sitting there, and I was to come back to a DS9, I mean, I don't even know what I would do. Yeah.
Cool.
See you in a minute.
I shall return.
Oh, you're free to go. Let's see.
That's the first time she lost a guest midstream for a stream. But
yeah. Yep.
Huh.
And Dustin D, this is a question for you, Samuel.
Yeah.
Dustin D, where is Captain Bernard in this film series?
Yeah, that's a good question. His fan film canon is so exorbitantly complicated that including him officially brings all of that with it. And I link myself to the normal Trek canon as my guiding stone, and so I don't want to have to try and watch all of his films and try and say, well, that now conflicts with this. So just because it's the same with Hidden Frontier, exact same thing. It's too complicated to include. He will be appearing as a voice actor for something else because I would like Vance, and he's already agreed. But Vance will be in it, but Osmanard because that's just too much of a thing to do thematically. Besides the post TNG groups are all canon to each other. Hidden Frontier, Dark Armada, Intrepid, Temporal Anomaly, all these films. And all the TOS are canon to each other for in America. So it's kind of like we have two little time streams going on, which is fine. I think that's fair. So that's the real answer.
And Sergeant Roadkill throws in that £20.
Haha.
It's fine because it's payday, even though Sean has gone. He'll be back. We'll read that as soon as he gets back because he'll be excited to see that on the stream. So
what the hell did I call it? There we go. Haha.
90. We have 92 likes. Can we get another 8 likes to get to 100 likes? That would be amazing. So consider doing that. If you haven't hit like, hit it. He thinks he's going to DS9 and gets dropped off at MPEC Nor to fix it up instead. Says J-Pod. That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be great. And that's like a Empire Strikes Back twist. It's in not the real script he gets. I know, MPEC Nor. What? But I flew from Ireland to a DS9. Well, you're not at DS9. Oh.
Close enough. Maybe Mike McMahon would like to be show up in a fan film. That'd be great.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I'd love it. Well, I got a film, but it's not the right film.
Better be able to find it now. Sergeant Roadkill has,
Yeah.
ponied up. 2 likes away from 100, guys. 2 more likes. 2 people haven't hit that like button, and I know it's true, so you know who you are. Just hit it. J-Pod says I'd paid to see that. If my man came on. Or Sean's live streaming. Oh. We're not gonna. We can't supply cameras for that. Sean would have to take care of that.
I'm so confused.
202. We're over 100 likes. Thank you so much, guys.
I have 2 new Indiegogo contributions, which is superb. I'm excited to look at those when Sean comes back. So, I mean, how do you feel about seeing the interiors of DS9 again in a fan film? Because, I mean, we've seen the exterior. I've already shown them.
That is the dumbest question you've ever asked me, and you ask me stupid shit all the time. I'm super excited to see that, yes. We were happy when they went back in Lower Decks, so of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I obviously feel quite a lot of pressure on that because obviously first time in a long time. But yeah, I mean, worth it. Hello there.
Hello.
Back. And we got a 20 pound super chat from Sergeant
Yay!
Roadkill.
We did.
Yay! Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
But I can't.
Carwin wanted to see Sean's live stream of streaming.
His live stream, yeah.
That's going to cost more than £20.
I can't remember what I called this film that I wrote for that. Because it's a near mark, but I've got the I did a reverse thing. I want to explain the context of this, but this is actually a you and me film, Sean.
Okay. I'm pretty damn excited.
It's in essence the same thing, but we can actually do it together because I'm actually the other character, which is kind of cool. And I have not read this. I've not read this in like 6.5 months.
Okay.
Because I was going to invite you in like late summer, and this is going to be one of the things. So let's send you this and see what the hell we. Because I can't remember what happened. But it is DS9.
So
it is DS9.
Before you start, we got 2 super chats first up.
Excellent.
Start reading those. Squadron Course,
Okay.
$2. How about a mirror universe crossover story?
I have heard of rumblings, which in fairness would allow every other character to come back. In fairness, even if we already killed them.
And even a Captain Foley could show up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not up to me,
He
Stuart.
came through time in the mirror universe.
To kill the future.
Ash Lemon.
To kill the
Ash Lemon, 5
Sorry.
pounds. Off topic, but thank you to all 3 of you. Your videos helped me while I was dealing with mental health and reignited my passion for all things Trek.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
What a
glad we could
statement.
help. We love hearing that kind of stuff, so thank you so much. Because without you, there would be no us.
yeah.
So
Very true.
Okay, so this is a scene. So it's to your email, Sean, that I wrote. That it was kind of a let's have a fun one. Includes a voiceover personal log.
Okay.
It's early DS9, so it's not quite as dark, which is good.
Okay. that is good, in fairness. All right. Okay. All right.
I'll read stage directions, so get ready, guys, for a live reading of something that I wrote. Let me tell you when I wrote the original version, because I can't remember. And I'm not saying we will or won't make this, but this was something I had written a while ago as a potential... oh, good! April. Excellent. All right, so who are you playing today, Sean? Let us know.
I am playing Quinn today.
Lieutenant Quinn.
Lieutenant Quinn. So I don't know what I'm allowed to say. All right, Grant. Okay, so...
And 3, 2, 1. Action.
Lieutenant Quinn, personal log, stardate 49381.6. I've arrived at Deep Space Nine on schedule on my new posting, the Resolute. However, won't be on time to depart. Warp coil issues, not my expertise, so I let the engineers figure that out. I've asked Captain Keller if I can use this new time for a quick detour. She has, to my amazement, accepted. I've been assigned a pilot, Ensign William Davis.
Exterior. Another beauty of DS9. Interior. Runabout. So, where are we headed?
Brief jaunt to a Mutara-class nebula. I've got an experiment to can run.
Second draft. Anything dangerous I should know about? Quinn is not expecting this question and doesn't know what to say.
Yes, well, no. Depends entirely on what happens once we're there.
Best case?
I can prove a theory correct, impress my new captain.
Worst case?
We blow up.
But those chances are very low, I take it.
Oh, very low. Unless I mess up.
What did you say your name was?
Sorry, Dominic Quinn.
Well, Dominic Quinn, don't mess up.
I'll do my best. Shall we?
Sounds like fun.
Yay!
And scene.
That's so cool!
that's great. Yeah, that's awesome.
I really look forward to that already. That's so cool. And, like, obviously, it will be incredibly cheap to make, especially with beauty shots of DS9 and interior of runabouts and everything. Yep.
And I have one set of DS9 that I have to entirely remaster because it's like 6.5 years old. Like, it's great. It's a thing. because suffice to say, there's stuff that happens on the station, after the station, and in the other film, which I have to find the script apparently because I've misplaced it, we see you actually step on to DS9, which is great because unlike Galaxy class or another sort of ship where you associate the welcome to the ship is the transporter room. It's bright, it's colourful. Oh, this is a new ship. On DS9, you walk into a little brown room because you're waiting to be met. It's very dull, and yet you're stepping on and you're all excited by this little brown room of a debarkation room with the little the door behind you. Like, this is cool. And then the other character comes in and is like, Are you Quinn? And you're like, yes. It's like, oh god, he's happy. Fuck.
He's
happy to be there.
I'm biased. I've never looked at that debarkation room as dull. I just think, yay, I'm on the station, yay.
Exactly, because it's not dull if you're new. It's very dull if it's just. Cause it's just. I mean, it was a mining facility. They're not going to make a nice looking place for the ore to come down. That's the nice whatever. We've got 2 more Indiegogos though, Sean. Let's see what they are. Each of these is wrapping a present because I have no idea until I open it. So, new contribution from Robert, £15. Ships of Trek. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Robert, 20. Hey, Stuart, us. Trekkers low date poster. Yay.
Amazing.
We get some signings, so now I can refresh the page live. What are we at, ladies and gentlemen? 9,935.
Oh, that's amazing.
Squatch, of course, just said, woot, 12,000 USD on the Indiegogo, so...
But I don't count that because that's not what I get in currency.
Someone's just donated $12,000 US. I mean, that's what even tier is that?
Is that you, Squadron Course? Have you donated $12,000?
That's
very.
That's the mighty. That's the great koala perk. That's what that is.
I love it.
The good koala.
Oh my goodness.
Sean O'Sullivan though puts in €2.
Stuart, Sean,
DS9 rewatch.
Sean, I'm legally contracted when we says great koala, I have to great koala. It's just part of the contract.
Okay, cool. Fair.
Well, Sean O'Sullivan's super chat says DS9 rewatch. I think I can live with it. It's real.
Yeah. But no, I'm excited because it's while I'm not. DS9 is a very hard recreation to bring because you associate with the promenade. The life of that was always expensive, so I'm not even going to try. Let's be honest, I can't. I'm going to get penalised for why there are only 3 extras, right? So I won't. I mean, I can't tell you. I know where you are, but I can't tell you because we're live. But there's a specific location in the promenade that you can be that works for a 2-person conversation. Oh, there's some fun lines. I hope I find it. There's really fun lines in that. And then you do something. There's a thing you do.
It's always good.
Yeah. But it's nice. It's a setup because, you know. And there's the opposite of another short I've done. God, it's hard to say things. There's another short where a scene takes a long time to do. And that's the joke in that one. And your version is... Right. Is this it? Grand. And then we just cut to the next scene. And it's a really fun little moment of like... She's so surprised by your lack of energy when you say... Yeah.
Grant McGregor, $5. DS9 didn't have a bicycle ride through the promenade. Down.
I absolutely... Or there should have been, because obviously money was no object in 1992, 1993. There should have been a monorail. There should have been a bicycle ride. There should have been... Actually, what there really should have been, you know those kind of walk-in transporters that they have in Picard now? They really should have had those. I mean... Yeah. Well, just get rid of those old turbo lifts altogether, or the turbo shaft.
But Len Nimoy knows all about monorails. Why couldn't he bring one down from Simpsons?
Monorail.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of when you were saying monorail. Just
me too. I was going to start singing the song, but...
Sorry, Mom. The mom has spoken.
Carwin says making Odo should be easy. He can be anything. You can have a conversation with Odo as like a flower pot.
See, I have Odo here.
I'll be honest. I have... Because I mean, Sean knows, I take so much pride in the link to canon that it makes me so sad when characters die. I can't have our characters know them anymore because they're dead at that point in their lives. And that makes me sad because some people knew certain people. Like, there's a story where Data's already dead and I had a whole scene for Data. I'm like, oh, cut the scene. He's dead! It's really sad. I had to entirely cut that part of the episode. I'm like, I can't talk to Data. He's dead. It's really upsetting.
I just want to get, because something you just said, I'd love to get a T-shirt. They're dead at that point in their lives. I'm sorry, I love that.
That's a great quote, yeah.
I have a few good quotes. Stuart, what's my most famous quote ever on Trekyards?
Sleek.
Nope, the other one.
Oh, thrusting nipples of power.
We're talking about the Gorn wedding, and I said thrusting nipples of power, and I was entirely genuine, and then we all paused.
Because he wanted a scientist on a crew that had like no shirt and thrusting nipples of power.
I don't remember the context, but it was
I do.
I broke myself. That was I was fully genuine, Sean. That's the point. I was not.
We were talking about Sean's nipples before this live started. So is that what you were referring to? Would you say Sean has thrusting nipples of power?
Well, no, because he edits them out.
We talked about that as well. Good callback. Yes. Good callback. Goodness.
And nobody knows what we're talking about, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is either very, very funny or really dull for the people watching this right now. Let us know in the comments. Omitted. It's very early for that kind of talk. Omitted's comment there. Very early. I'm not saying you're
late
wrong.
Night live talk.
I'm just saying it's very, my goodness.
Anyway, so how many films can we expect Sean to be in, Samuel?
Good question. So because he's a bit further away than some, we can't film in batches. It's a bit of a commitment to get you. I mean, how many hours of travel is it for you?
It's
door to door.
Door to door.
Full number.
2. Let's give ourselves 2 in the airport. So that's 4. Then hour over 5, and then you're quite close to the airport. So I'd say I could do door to door in 6 hours.
Now I understand Americans and Canadians. That sounds like nothing. For UK people, that's oh my god. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I was looking at travel for various reasons from Fishguard, which is a ferry port, to Newcastle, which is where TrekCulture's office is based, and that's longer.
Holy crap!
That's just shy of 8 hours. That drive.
Well, Squadra Course says the quote I most attribute to Sam is, "It's a bit shit, but I like it."
I have had some good quotes. Yeah, I have.
And Sean O'Sullivan throws in another €2.
Thank you.
Promenade concept art did have a monorail.
It did indeed.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But thank you, Sean, for picking up on that reference. Thank you.
But how many films? It also depends on how much time other Sean has to learn lines, because that's also a factor. The last time you had a plane ride, you learn lines on, as lovely as you are, which helps. Sat here hours. Reading.
That is only mostly true.
Oh yeah, any of it is good. Any of it. So getting down for a weekend, but really weekend means coming on Friday. Oh, it's not a weekend. So and then do you leave on Sunday after a long day of filming, and maybe at 4, or do you leave Monday? So it becomes and then we both have work. I think last time you filmed, you just barely filmed your weekly Trek obligation. Then you came down.
I think that sounds right.
And then you were in the hotel when we were filming our Treks, you and me. And I really wanted you on ours, but it didn't work because just timings didn't work. I think you just hadn't got in because it's that many hours. It was like a bare next time I'd love you to come on our and do a review, because it's not Trek's not gonna stop every week. It's gonna keep being a thing. But I know there's a several arc for DS9 because I try to avoid DS9 in general because the Dominion War is a very hard arc, like mentally. But that's kind of where I've fitted you in with Nim, that sort of the dark bit of that life. So that's you kind of, if you like DS9, you're being given the golden ticket of oh no, I have to live at DS9 for some time. What a
darn.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I know.
I'm really upset by this news.
It's really happenstance. It's great. Yeah. And you've got Oh, it's 5, Stuart. 5 or 6. That's the answer. But honestly, I mean, if we had our full £31,000, 5, 6 plus, I'm less keen to throw more debt if I'm only a third through. So,
So
Consider
I should
that.
probably reveal the fact that £30,000 of that was my fee. So if you want to see any other movies, you need to be able to. And thank you so much for donating. Yeah. By the way, no, it's not. Not even a little bit. We don't do this for profit because
we do not. And you can't add revenue anything either. It literally is for us to have fun doing them, for you to have fun watching them, and hopefully to leave a legacy of that's actually pretty darn good. And obviously doing stuff that they can't do. I say this all the time, but you know, there's a few things in TOS that they don't want to use because they have to pay one writer's family some money, and that idea has not come back. It wasn't Star Trek, that's in the canon, or actors they want to bring back, or Doomsday Machine, or whatever. Fan films can do everything. And it might not be fan service, it might just be, well, we can mention this that literally would cost the studio $5,000 for one name reference. We can do anything. So there's a lot of fun creative freedom here. In one of the later films, the Dyson Sphere reappears. I've already revealed it in a video, and it's like the Dyson Sphere. That's really freaking cool. Awesome. And they're not going to fucking go about the Dyson Sphere, are they? So, yes, Dyson Sphere.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's all right. I have to say, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, I'm going to say it anyway. I didn't know that, and that's really cool.
Yeah. Great. If you watch the live, I'll bring up the promo video, which actually has a shot of the Dyson Sphere, which I'm very pleased with. And it was really fun to recreate, because obviously I'm quite, get it right. So there's how it looks in the film. And it's not even a big part of the film, which is great. It just happens to be where they go for another reason. Because I don't want everything to be because. But it's like, oh yeah, Dyson Sphere. What do you think?
I love that. Sorry, I'm still waiting for it to sync up on my side. So
yes.
looking very nice. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, that's a bit pretty. That's a bit pretty. Yeah.
Because it's literally so big.
It's very Dyson.
It's actually so big, the edge goes into a blur of a haze of distance, which is a hard thing to try and work out. And obviously Rhode Island, I'm putting that back to canon because it's far enough in the future to have Rhode Islands in, which is lovely to be able to throw in just for the sake of it. So that's our hero ship for that one.
That's good. Have you, however, managed to make sure Harry Kim is still an ensign?
Boy, I avoid that reference like the plague, man. I could mention everyone. I do not mention Harry Kim. Because honestly, every time I think that, I'm like, oh, I wish I had Garrett in. Because that's such, you know what I mean?
But of course you can. I know you can't.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, that's obviously what you do. But it's like, oh, because I know Garrett. Garrett knows me. Garrett knows Stuart. Like, fuck. Annoys me.
Oh, I know, yeah. Like, but that is, sorry, seeing that now, that is cool. And that is, that is one thing that I think the episode for Relics both did and didn't do, is that it did look fantastic, but getting the scale of it is very, very hard to do that, really. One of the this is a total sidebar, but it is related, I promise. One of the best things I've seen managed to really get scale, I feel, was in Rogue One. I thought they got that Death Star scale. I thought they did a fantastic job there. And it's hard because how do you get something the size of a moon? How do you concept? Like, it's a moon, it's big, So sorry, this is my long way of saying I really like the way that you've made it look very big, Sam.
Yes. Yeah, parallax real breaks when it's that big. Sam's gonna play the Indiegogo video without sound, just build some visuals. Because it was a what do I show? But 2 more contributions came in. Let's unwrap these presents. Another associate producer has joined. That's a high damn tier, and also lieutenant level as well. Let us refresh. Well, guys, you saw it live. 10,555.
Gee, hell!
Boy, that makes a difference in my life.
That's incredible.
It's like it's 4 very different numbers here. 2 days left. Oh no, 34%. Oh. £10,000. It's lots of very conflicting feelings, but yes, £10,000. I mean, I won't get that because fees, but conceptually, £10,000. Cool. I have one more trailer come out tomorrow, which Stuart has seen a still from. So glad I got it better than the version 1 and 2, because boy, they were way worse than this version. We've got another little promo coming out from an in-character little impromptu thing, and the final day live as well. And as Stuart has said, every single donation today doubles as in the super chat is matched. So super chat your hearts out. It will all add up as well. How does it feel, Sean, to be part of this now? Seeing it go so well.
I'm just delighted because I'm so happy for the support that's being shown, because I've seen a fraction of the work that goes into this. I've been a very small part of it myself, tiny part of it myself. So it's just the passion and the fun and the care that's gone into all of this. I am absolutely flipping delighted it's gone over. Now we just need the other £20,000, which I reckon there's still a day left.
Yeah,
we can do it.
Yeah,
because it really. Because let's be honest, it's a like you can agree with like the costumes. It's a bottomless money pit if you so are inclined to have quality.
That is true, but it looks flipping fantastic.
Because Marcus has said, "I'd love to work with Nick again, with Sean again," and it's like, I would too. It's not very cheap though. You can't just keep saying that. Like
And don't discuss my fee with people, son. I'm kidding, of course.
Your planes
and Danos
fee.
is like, wow, we finally got enough to afford one Monster Maroon uniform.
No. That's just the down payment on a Monster Maroon.
Oh.
Patrick Nordoff. Sorry, I got that wrong. I probably did. €11. So thank you so much. Hey, Samuel, a bit late from my end, but joined at the lieutenant level this time and wanted to give a little extra here as well. Also, love the videos, Sean.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. Delighted you enjoyed them.
Amazing. Yes, indeed. It all mounts up. Like I said, if all 80 of you buy a £15 poster, like it's it makes so much actual real difference.
And it makes a lot of work for Samuel to mail those.
Yes, it does.
Please do that.
This is. I hate posters. I love them. Like once you get them, they're beautiful as all hell. I hate mailing them. I absolutely just have a thing. Everyone has their things, and the thing for me is post. I hate post. Yeah. Stuart is my backbone when it comes to doing those when we did trips. Pandemic.
When we're on mission trips, we both go to the post office, and I make sure that they get done.
I mean, once we're there, I'm great. It's just like we just got to get in headspace. Just got to do it. That one time in your office room, like the entire floor was covered with posts. That was satisfying. Like 30, 40 print posts. It sucked. I hated it, but it was great.
Reading off names and what they're getting, and then putting them in tubes. It's a fun little thing to do, but it's also annoying. And
then finding that you're like 27 tubes in and you're missing one poster. You're like, we had one fewer than we promised. Shit. And we can't go to Doug's house and get him signed because we're in Canada. Shit. Doesn't very often. Yeah. But that, especially when they're like 3 trips ago, limited edition. We thought we had 3, we had 2. Fuck.
Things happen. Gorgonzola said I would love a post.
Oh.
Go from Germany without a credit card.
Email trekyards@hotmail.com. We can PayPal, custom something. I mean, yeah. I'd rather you guys have stuff than not have stuff because it's cool. I mean, I hope that 30 years Sean will be like, I'm trying to give you a batch as well. You'll be like, this is my cast. This is a limited edition. People I work with. Bit of pride, hopefully.
Well, bloody right. I mean, I already feel very proud to be a part of this and very, very honoured to be asked to be in it. But the fun thing is that this might be released and we might be like, oh, God, never have Sean back again. Oh, he's awful. Just awful.
And yet we filmed 6 things. Oh, damn.
Just so you couldn't make that happen,
Yeah. Which is what Emma felt.
I'm sure nobody will say that, Sean.
Because Emma thought that when she filmed her first thing. I hope he'll like me because we filmed 4.
Yes, I just really want to do the Sally Field acceptance speech. It's like, you like me, you really like me.
But in fairness, I direct you to be liked. Like, unless the scene calls for the opposite. Like, you're gonna get the good take if I make you do it 9 times.
We got to do it again and again and again and again and again.
Do you remember that one, again, super vague, that one part on the green screen in the future costume with Marcus with a certain prop very close to certain actors, I'm like, one more take, and it's like the way you were doing the thing was quite intense, and it wasn't fun to watch, but it was great footage.
Of course, I will not expand on that, but yes, yeah, and there's just some times where you're just like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
This is what I'm doing.
Okay.
But it's so Star Trek canon. It's like there's a tangibility to it. It's hard to express, you know?
Yeah, no. Good old gamer. Sean's got an accent. He'll never be unliked. Easy win. You're a good person, good old gamer. I appreciate that one a lot.
Oliver Lavery Farag throws in £5.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congrats on the 10K, and you didn't run anywhere. Can't wait for the new shorts and the details to Sean's anti-aging solution. Hashtag justice for monorails.
Yes.
I totally will also write a line of you in later saying something, some joke about how it looked no different 30 years on. Because remember, Picard, great, old man, people age, right? It's fine. Yeah. People are allowed to age. Janeway or Seven, Stone. And the irony is, bloody hell, I didn't realise this, but Nim Keeley is the exact same age as 7 of 9, just happenstance. So she looks damn good. That she hasn't aged from 20 to 40, unlike Joe Ryan, who looks damn good, but she actually aged. Still looks damn good, but she has real age. I have fake age. So they're the same age. It's really weird to think that. Anyway, sorry, Stuart.
Yeah, I forget what I was going to say now.
Sorry.
I have something else I was going to say, which I'll say, and then maybe I'll remember the other thing.
Okay.
But Sean, we need a hashtag justice for monorails from your Twitter after this live at some point.
100%. All right, hang on. If I don't write that down, I like, as poor Sam will know, my memory not amazing. So hashtag justice for monorails. I am so there for it. Yeah.
Just cryptic, no explanation really, and just take Trekyards in it as well, because that would be fun.
I mean, that's the best kind of references when nobody understands them. But Dan also,
76 people will know
because
they were here.
You are the special. But Daniel says, to be honest, the first time I came to set, he was nervous, wasn't sure what to expect, but back several times and help, and not even starting a short. It's fab. Yes, yeah. We'll tell your story later when you're more visible.
You're hampered, unfortunately, but your entire character is wrapped up in mystery. So don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he actually has 2 characters. We've yet to film any of the other one, but there's significant amounts of lines. It's just they haven't filmed them, but yet.
Good old gamer says, don't use CGI to make people older. Use the classic gray hair paints.
and of course the line, just get a eyeliner,
clear
and
glue that
lines
gives them
yeah.
I know what you mean, but it's like saying give a 70-year-old black hair dye. The face is still wrinkly, so if you give a young face grey hair, the face is still young. It doesn't work. You need to have the CG. Even if
Sylvia and myself have been rewatching X-Files, and they did a old Mulder, and it was atrociously bad. Just wrinkles like everywhere, and it's like, I don't know what they did, but oh my god. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Nice. But we have 2 more.
Now he forgets what he was saying.
Contributions, Stuart. I did.
Really?
Well, in fact, I did email somebody before this who's a big backer. Like 2 days left.
Oh, very nice.
Tell people.
Do I know this person?
No. I barely do, which is why it's amazing. And they've obviously actually, because you know what, 40 days people don't feel the need to give straight away. 2 days.
Yes. Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
We have another associate producer.
Wow.
When people have some money, they have some money, and it pays for a lot of posters that don't have to be made, and also a Defiant crew member, by Andy as well. So refreshing. 11,000.
Wow.
70.
Wow.
Dude, you're killing it.
I mean, 31 is killing it. 11 is very useful. Because a lot of that's credit card debt, Stuart, but very, 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 very useful.
That's fantastic, though. That is fantastic. Just to see how quickly that went up tonight.
Mm-hmm. It didn't the other night, Sean. You're on a very good night for this, in fairness. I mean, Stuart knows. But you're here for the special one.
Because Sean's here. Everybody loves Sean. Just saying.
So,
Okay, but just to be out there, I would love to be a leprechaun for everyone, that I could bring gold to everyone. I can't. I don't know if I can make that promise.
Oh.
But my God,
You gotta catch
try.
it first.
Oh.
that is fabulous. Seeing that support now, that is fabulous.
Yeah.
You know how much difference it makes.
So much cool stuff coming. Like I've seen so many little hints, and I've been part of ideas and helping out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like so much cool stuff on the horizon that you guys are gonna love it.
Yeah.
At least you better. So yeah, it's cool to see it actually being supported, and yeah, that's great.
And it's unlike a lot of projects where, and this is not obviously no negative to them, but one film for 10,000, fantastic. This 31 is for 20 plus films with 6 bonus already released, right? That is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot. It's not 7. It's not like 12 TNG and 12, like a variety. So, like, so much cool random stuff that is going to be fun at least.
There's also like it just to kind of make the point on that as well, that yes, there is a lot of money, but it's used very well. Like it's not, like that brilliant line from Independence Day where Emil Hirsch just like, oh, you didn't think they spent $10,000 on a hammer, $20,000 on a toilet seat. I was like, no, it is like, it goes very, it's very useful and it's done well. So yes, it's a big chunk of cash, but there's so much gets done with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's brilliant.
I mean, I'm assuming, because I've still got to raise 20, which is great to say, only 20,000 left. That's still a good feeling to say that. Only 20.
Yeah.
I can expect to release at least 5 more films before that campaign. That'll be 11 films out. Whew! Bloody hell, Stuart. What have I done?
And to tease everybody, there will be a Captain Foley one at some point.
Ooh!
Just saying.
Ooh!
Gonna see this handsome face in some kind of, Wrath of Khan era uniform. Just saying.
Amazing.
You know what? For £50, whatever the currency we're using on Super Chats, £50.
Just came in. Grant
Fuck right.
McGregor,
Oh, god damn
$50.
it. It doesn't work if I don't say it yet. It's all. Fuck. Okay.
Oh.
I'll read the super chat, then you can say it if you really want to. But he says YouTube ate my 50 dono. TrekCulture reminded me of the Hallmark ornament used in DS9. Yeah, exactly. The bird of prey. I will pay $300 now if you will blow up a ship model for as a practical effect. I'll cover the cost of that shot the best I can. Ooh. You gotta find a way to blow up a physical model. I have that Hallmark ornament, but you're not blowing mine up.
I mean, email us at trekyards@hotmail.com. I won't commit to that, obviously. I don't know how I'd do it. But I'm open to trying. Maybe I could just blow up Bird of Prey.
I'll help you.
I should just
like blowing things up.
I feel like I should blow up the Bird of Prey the exact same angle from 6 and 5 without any changes. Just match that. So
just use the same explosion. Just use the exact same explosion.
No. If you recreate it yourself, I support this. If you just copy and paste.
Oh, come on. That's classic.
But
he likes the canon. He likes the canon.
Because that's like, I can't use every Bird of Prey explodes the same way. So let's do it from fresh.
Well, yeah, they have breakaway panels. They all explode the same way. That's just it's in canon reason.
The same fire, the same officers somehow. I was going to say $50 and Grant fucking put it in. Oh, fine, God damn it. Didn't even know the bargain he was getting.
Thank you,
Matt
Grant.
Boardman says, I think some of the funds from today's live should be used to get Sam YouTube Premium so he doesn't have ads when he goes to show us his videos. I agree. I have YouTube Premium over here. Actually, it's on the Trek.
It is.
It's on my account, Trekyards account.
Trekyards.
So I could let you use that, I guess. It was my personal account. It became the Trekyards one, and
you're like,
so
my personal
Captain Foley
account.
One, when I
Trekyards.
whenever I switch to my Captain Foley account and go to watch something, I get goddamn ads, and it's like, no, I'm not going to pay premium for both. So, yeah.
As I was saying, Stuart, and this is obviously new for Sean as well. So Stuart is a tricky old character to crack because he's a TOS captain. Okay. But the present is 3 years after Nemesis for our character. That's everything else is past and future, but that is the actual present. As weird as that is for a multi-generational story, and that is actually the present.
Okay. So we're thinking wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Well, that's the tricky thing.
What I want to do.
Because he
I
can't
want
do
to get
that
sucked
once.
into the future and be stuck there, but he won't do it.
Sean, suck him off. He wants to be
Whatever.
sucked into the future. That's what he said.
Jesus
The special
Christ,
guest star.
Samuel.
You said it, Stuart. Why?
Samuel Cockings. One more crack like that, and I will start advertising something very different on this live stream. Thank you very much.
You want me to open a crack to show the? You don't want me to show the crack to the audience? Okay, I can not show the crack.
Oh my God, Sam.
Do not make me bring my doomsday machine into this.
I mean, I've got footage of mine. I mean, you're saying that. I got it in 4K. I got super close to it. I zoomed in, and it's pulsing
I've
front.
got mine right here.
Sean, it's pulsing front. It was glowing almost. All you could say was glowing, and it was shooting a beam of pure strength against who was fighting. I can show you.
Let me hop in my USS Constellation, and we'll make a bit of a bang.
Anyway, so Stuart's film. This is an idea that I had a little bit ago, because you know what, Trekyards has this thing we do, right? Which is called "Let's Make It Make Sense."
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Now, one of the biggest things that happened in original Trek into modern Trek is that those darn Klingons, they were people with some hair on their face and some makeup on, and suddenly they were not that anymore. And some complained, some did not. Then we got used to it over, the 30 years of them looking the same. And this little show came along and said, fuck right off, you Trekkies, here is these purple orcs. And we said, huh? That must be a fake set photo. Then it wasn't. Then they said, now, give him hair. They said, now I won't show him again for 4 years because we made a mistake. And now here we are. Let's make it make sense, Sean. Let's make it make sense. How's that sound?
It's a bit like the Romulans, isn't it? The ones from the north have the head ridges, and the ones from the south are bald, have no hair, and look like orcs.
And then there's Elnor, who's also a Romulan and looks like a Romulan should.
I do love Legolas.
And also, every planet has an Australia, right? For the accent. Or New Zealand,
yeah.
Hey,
but then again, I'm not about to complain because we finally have an Irish Romulan in there.
Yeah.
Lara's calling everyone.
So anyway, what's that have to do with Captain Foley and the Klingons? I don't think people understood that.
But what I'm saying, what would we say as Trekkers, though, what's our theory with the Klingons that we throw to?
We're not going to get into that. We're at the end of the live. That would take too long to explain.
Well, that's part of the story of the thing,
Perfect. It's a documentary explaining the Klingons. With Captain Foley in it somehow. Grant McGregor, $5. Condition is you can buy a model of or 3D paint it, and paint it, then blow it up with explosives. I mean, I could try to do that. I'd love to do that.
That'd be amazing.
Olivia, though, $5. Hey, Sean, do you think you can get some help for hashtag justice for the ring ship?
All right, Olivia, I'm going to try. Sam Meowflower, if you don't release the ring ship episode, I'm going to take back my permission for the use of my image in those films we made.
He didn't hear you, but I did.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Then we're in on the secret. We're in on the secret.
Yes. Yep.
I was live editing that.
Sam.
I was live editing that. That was great. I couldn't hear a damn thing. That was very cinematic. It
doesn't change what he said though, because it's going to really affect your future. So.
Oh, it's very dramatic. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So the basic idea is to make it make sense and to do it in a truly respectful, organic way, because it's got to work and it's a whole culture. And in a doc format, because that gives a lot of creative freedom to incorporate the idea of the TOS Klingons, the JJ Klingons, the Discovery Klingons, and the normal Klingons. I say normal because they were pre and post, so that's the standard because that's the lineage we have. Because the fact is, the Kelvin exploding would not change how the species called Klingons look. So those Klingons exist as well. They're on Kronos, they're there. And so I'm going to talk about all 5 types through the lens of a post Kittimer captain. But with the ability to show pre-Praxis in TOS Captain. See you against it. Thank you. Yeah, that's the idea, Sean. What do you think?
I'm here for it because I will consume anything Trek related, as you know. But also, I like seeing the different. I like seeing the different versions of Klingons. I would love to see if there was some way to reconcile them all with each other. If not, screw it, call it the Xindi.
Yeah.
Oh, we have good explanations for that. We really worked on that during a live once. Well, more than once.
More than once.
We came up with perfect examples of things they could do to fix it, and of course they didn't. But you know,
yet.
Yeah. But I think that's just a fun way of doing something very meta, but very knowing, and I think a good idea to do justifiably. And so to have Stuart give a very Trekyards topic in a very real way. Yeah. Plus, post Kittimer, that's a good time to talk about Klingons.
Yep.
Which meant peace. Yeah. So that's the idea.
I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, fine, I'll be in it. Stop twisting my arm.
Well, that is if you're allowed to use his image.
That's true. Yeah. Very important.
I mean, people do have descendants that look identical in all media.
But if the actor doesn't give you permission to use their image in your content, then you're kind of screwed. See what happens when you take your earbuds out? And
You've
you don't
got to
hear what
leave
the
your
hell people are
headphones in,
saying?
Sam. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I can deep fake anybody. It's fine. Sean's everything.
Doesn't matter.
Sean's next week's host Trekyards, Stuart, don't you know?
I don't think he understood the point, Sean.
I'll put Sean's face on Stuart. It'll be great.
It made a slight whistling sound as the point went past him. That's fine. It's cool.
I wasn't there for it, so I wouldn't.
Went in one ear and out the other, and made a whistle as it went.
So final refresh. 11,170, 36%. We have one more live about Trek shorts with another guest, which Sean, very excited to have you. This is not an offense on you. Very excited to have Nimran, who is the lead of Trek Shorts, who is in the most films and has the longest journey. He'll be your co-star next time you're down. He's on Wednesday, final day push with Nimran. Really happy about that. She's not a Trekkie, but she has so much experience filming Star Trek, more than almost anybody. You know what I mean? A lot of days shot with Nimran. And tomorrow I've got a new trailer coming out, so a bit each day. So at this point, we're at 11,000. I really would love to hit 13. 15 would be just incredible. Half would make all of the difference. I've said that to several people. 15 would be golden. Everything now is golden. And I will say last thing. I did add a new perk today for this live. I didn't mention it once. That was poor marketing. Brand new perk I brought out today, and this is very special. This is Name a Captain.
Oh, that is cool.
For £50, it's the same as a ship. There's only 5 of them because it's hard to name captains. You will get a name of your choice, either be it your name or a character name you want, named as a captain. You also tell me the ship they command, if it makes sense to go out in the dialogue. Won't always, but it probably will. And once they exist, I can mention them several times. So, for example, if someone says, we need to go stop off at DS-14 to meet Captain, there you go. And £50, same as a ship, and you will be named as a captain, or like I say, you'll know. So if you want to, I mean, if even you wanted to pay for Captain Foley's name to be in the shorts, I would have no legal choice but to put Captain Foley in as a different Captain Foley. Yeah, or you could put Captain Ferrick. If someone's put in £50 and just say, give it to Sean, you can have Captain Ferrick, as well as you don't get, not Captain, but Captain Quinn as well. Give your fake name and real name. Not up to me. So have a look. If you can and would like to. Only 5 available. If you get all 5, we will get, way closer to the number. Yeah.
I just realized we need a Ferrick and Foley team up.
Yeah, we do.
There's those Fast and Furious posters are just FF. Yeah.
I love that. I don't got crew. I got family.
It's all about family.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, the link is posted or pinned at the top of the chat, so go check it out. Maybe get that Name a Captain perk. I think that would be awesome. And help out any way you can. And, I think we'll end it there. like to thank Sean for joining us. Your time is very valuable, so thank you for sharing it with us. We really appreciate it, and it was fun. And
Pleasure.
Also to everyone that joined the chat and the live and super chatted, all really appreciated, and you guys are amazing.
And it goes back
With
into
Olivia
the campaign.
Yeah, with Olivia throwing in $2, Captain Cockings sounds like it's the wrong genre. It's a parody of Trek shirts.
Too Foley, too Ferrick. I'm sorry, I love it.
That's great.
Oh, two Foley, two Ferrick, Kittimer Drift.
Ooh, beautiful.
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
It writes itself.
So yeah, if you buy 2 captains, I'll throw them at Kittimer. I'll reference the Foley and the Ferrick at Kittimer. And at Tanagra. That's a third message.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Thank you. Sean, any final words about Trek Shorts or about your involvement for those people out there that are watching? Final thoughts.
Just thank you so much, everyone who has already supported. Please, if you haven't, or if you can't afford anything, please share the link. That is massively helpful as well. This is an absolute passion project. I was lucky to be a small part of it, and hopefully we'll be part of it again in the future. But the important thing is that this is like a gift for fans, and being a part of that is a wonderful feeling. So look, thank you so much to everyone. And thank you to Sam for having me, and thank you to Captain Foley for putting up with the nonsense that is all of this.
Anytime. I have to put up with nonsense all the time, so... All right, guys, we'll call it there. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic week, day, night, life, everything, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.